My people of goodwill, Uwaje nai. Happy weekend. Una don't enjoy finish. Una remember me, oh. Ajibola Day, yeah. I don't see Sunny Demi. Una well done, oh. Oga Okpebholo go soon come. It's just the internet, the battle with in connection. But anyways, make I love una. As una enter, una just say hi. Area mama the table shaker. Now small table I dey shake. Oh. I know the two. I'll shake and small. I'll break and reach half. I go still leave her so that when I come back again, I go break and finish. Me and I go break all of them finish. Now get that kind of shit. Who be this yo? I salute Anthony Ajibola. I don't see you since Osamake, blood is thicker than water. You too much, Peter Redo. I just dey cut am. Me I dey cut am. I twale. Oya mona run come. Better thing dey here oh. How I be today? I don't dress up for now. I come out so I can't do one or two. As I come back now, say, hey, my people, go don't miss me, oh. Area mama don't go. I can't do tafia for town. I can't come out from my village. I can't go town for Toronto. Can't go do tafia. As I just they come back, and I say, okay, maybe we still try do one or two, Abi. Ask my brother, they call and he go say, you want go do one or two. When I go call her for Waje, and they do one or two. My class prefect don't enter. If you come, the whole story don't solve. Harry, I still salute. Happy weekend to you. Where you find where? A class prefect is show your name. Ajibola may show y'all. Agedo may show y'all. Now I don't talk now. Osameke blood, you never show. More of na show put. Sonny Demi never show. Now only my class prefect tell me say I fine. I dey wait for una. I dey wait for the rest. But they come for road. But before Ogbe come, make I just use this time to say una well done. How una dey? How Edo matter they do now? Now the way they do me, now they do now. I want to know how una dey, my people. How una dey? God bless you all. Since then, my internet they give me wahala. Immediately I just enter online, make I talk. Internet go down, go your hand. Me make a router now. Okay, because now new one, I don't get problem. Since when I begin on the talk about it, those say more they want to destroy house now. Wahala don't come. I not to know whether now we share, I don't know. And I don't show puto. He say I fine. Me don't already take that one since. You say I fine. My blood does say you be correct. Anthony don't show. Isha wabune o. Now let's know that they show. I correct. I dance for now. I don't know whether Anthony Ajibola don't see him. Henry, you don't see. Una not they watch my shorts. Make una go my shorts. I get small video there, 1 second video, no, like 15 seconds, 30 seconds. This week I can't dance for that song, that Marachi and Mustafa Marachi. Osata and I can't dance, I can't give one kind step. Wa mio gonna go watch am, muna like am. God sent. Hey, I always sayan they see me here. I don't twally. As soon as they enter, more than they help me like, and I go press like. Now press like area mama too much. Oga dey background oh. Oga dey okay. Henry say sometime they watch. I better go watch and mona pull like. Maybe YouTube no say I be better person. As Ajibola talk, he say I be correct person. Mona pull like. Mona they pull like. May YouTube they no say area mama not be just anyhow. Now better table shaker. Who find us trouble, my baffle. Maybe see it, maybe boy. So we know beat and finish. You don't beat and small. If you do again, we go beat and begin. Okay, more than I go get guy. I feel I go get. Oh, ballo, when you dear me, I bomb my head. A dear Bobby, I feel we're hockery. I'm won't direct. I don't if you were here. We won't direct. I saw it take the sleep. Now I don't know. have you been able to set your stage? I greet.
I want to thank you. I appreciate your program, and I want to thank all our viewers. But unfortunately, I'm having some issues with my
background, Abby.
Yeah. So
okay, we'll go manage now.
Okay.
But they're not gonna see your fine face today. Not be me confirm. You know what? Whoa. Now madam like you like that. Hey, see wahala oh. Abi you want rapada. Hey, Mr. Well. You know what? Wow, you be correct, man. Okay, I'm not walk by oh, you correct, man. Not be man wey dey carry say you fine for face in pocket fine. He heart he dead. Fine to me for man, me say you go carry your home along. Carry your wife and children, carry their problem for your shoulder. They carry and they go with it back. Now you be fine. Now you be. Thank God for you, sir. My people, make una agree to be for me. Oh, I don't agree to you, Henry. You must say, very well, God sent us. Well, una welcome. Oh, guys, well done, sir. I bet Mona share the program. Make people know say I come. If they say they don't wait for me, they don't go. Because there's some people they very say I not keep on time, but I they quick I they keep on time. Today I come out, I come out from my village. I can't go town. I can't go see what they have for there. As I come back now we come late. Tikele late. And he said they like you like that. He said, "But we love you. We love you like that." Aziz, we love you. Thank
you, sir.
Well done, sir.
No, where's me?
Since where we never see, I don't post many tori here. Tori don't shele. Yesterday, okay, Anthony said the thing where Okpebholo get for upstairs solid. You see, na correct brain in the carry waka. No matter.
I greet you.
No matter. Okay, to correct. Okay, so we call they talk this weekend. Many tori day. And again, I don't tell you now say my internet they will cheat me. Be like say Okpebholo don't go put hand inside. So sometimes it go be like say take me off, take me back. Me and Bell we go fight today. After I finish this show, I go call the server. Internet ima or mamudia magba. Regina je nije idege wene. Obokin ala wa pin like o when wa ala wa gun me ti mare me bun na. So Mr. Okpebholo, we can't the waka for town. No, now we can't see say to be many. Yesterday, Tori, where you happen now, they want destroy voices of dissent. You know that guy where they call VDM out of Edo State, VDM where they talk for people, where they advocate for citizens. Yes. They're going to adopt town because that one a Gestapo, that one not be arrest. When you arrest a human being, you there's some dignity you attach to it. You don't just go and pin down somebody, cover their head with a veil. For what now? Begin to beat the person, cause some trauma because of arrest. You not show a warrant, you not show anything. They arrest them. And another one, Monday don't go on a destruction rampage. Oh, Mona hola for me. Oh, na bele Monday na dagi me o wala ho. Watu yi me na dagi. Na ka me we no la no si obobe. Emi dano. We dey destroy people house. They go in the name of cultism. So me and my people can't argue around here. Say then do something for person house. You know me say now that house now commit the offense. Now the very culprit now suppose me more they carry waka go court. So, Oga, you want chook mats? Which one you want to choose?
Yes, in that order. That order which you mentioned it.
Make I play video for you, sir. Okay, make I play video for you. Quick for VDM. See my brother. In a radio, they greet everybody. Osazuwa, ibege wene, wabokia. But Mona go like, Mona share. So may we quickly play this one. Or God, may you choke mouth.
Statement released by VeryDarkMan's lawyer Deji Adeyanju. It was said that on the 2nd of May 2025, VeryDarkMan and his mom and his friend CPAC, they went to GT Bank to lay a complaint or to find out why GT Bank was deducting money from his mother's account, which you already know the situation. So on getting to GT Bank were doing everything possible or behaving as if they were here.
Okay, your background they bring noise. Oh, what's happen?
You mean my background?
Mm.
Okay.
Imagine dual silence. Eh?
Okay, you know what? Let me log back in. Give me one time. Let me go back and log back in.
Okay, I'll just wait for you for the video. Henry say make we launch a campaign to boycott GDP. Yeah, that's in Merowa. No, in fact, I don't even know whether I get money there. I'll not do again. If GT Bank go feed do somebody like that, play a key role to arrest their own customer. They fit arrest anybody. More na run. Make everybody where get a good heart. Make una boycott GT Bank. Make una boycott. Make them they put their own money. Make ni accounting ni agari gojo. Somebody go complain say that they deduct money. Iya wo lue NIN card no bare. Hey baba ne baba. Who gets see now me come bank with you now you get your bank now you get your system. After now you come they tell me say bless your God don't come back. Okay, never come. You say you want log back in. You never.
No, but I'm fine. I just I mute my mic. That's what I did.
Okay, you did. Okay. So may I play the thing they go? May I play?
VeryDarkMan. So as VeryDarkMan and his friend and his mom they finished in the bank and wanted to leave the bank, they wanted to exit. That is when VeryDarkMan got stuck in the security door. So it was alleged that GT Bank off the security door to get VeryDarkMan stuck in the security door so that the EFCC they might have called earlier can arrive. So 5 minutes to 10 minutes later, men in black uniform arrived at GT Bank. Miraculously, the door opened and they immediately covered VeryDarkMan's face and his friend and started beating them up. They did not tell them anything. They just carried them away in front of VeryDarkMan's mom. Her mom was crying, doing everything to stop them, but they could not. In fact, it was also alleged that they somehow pushed VeryDarkMan's mom, causing her a little injury. As of the time of releasing the statement, according to the statement released by VeryDarkMan's lawyer, VeryDarkMan's mom is nowhere to be found or her current location is not known yet. So VeryDarkMan was taken away, where it was later discovered that it was now EFCC. They took VeryDarkMan to the EFCC Abuja. So that is when VeryDarkMan's lawyer sent some representative to the EFCC. Upon getting there, they tried to get access to VeryDarkMan, but they said, according to the EFCC officials, they said that VeryDarkMan refused to come out. But then they gained access to his friend, which is CPAC. It was CPAC that narrated all the issue to them. But then CPAC already sustained a lot of injury. So the EFCC claimed that they have arrest warrants signed by a magistrate court to arrest VeryDarkMan. What was VeryDarkMan's offense? So VeryDarkMan was arrested for cyber talking. So the lawyers asked that what is the offense of his friend CPAC they arrested along with him. So the EFCC could not say why or reason they arrested his friend. Anyway, his friend was released, but the EFCC refused to release VeryDarkMan, meaning that VeryDarkMan is still with the EFCC as of this moment. In fact, hear what VeryDarkMan's brother have to say.
GT Bank, I'm so disappointed because you played a role in the kidnapping of my brother today. You played a very, very, very important role because from the moment VeryDarkMan got to the bank, you gave the information out that VeryDarkMan was in the bank. You the same bank. You the same bank we say you come on money from my mother account. They try me, they find we rectify and peacefully. We no fight now. We came to the bank. Only for you people claiming to be helping us, you went ahead and did your communication with whosoever you did your communication with. And after that, when VDM was done and about to leave your bank, you locked him in your door. When I mean door, now know that door you see for enter bank, you press that your green button, where you go open, where you go enter. As soon as they come outside, they lock him inside that place for 5 to 10 minutes. First off, it's not a criminal. You no get anything we don't do now. Only for una to come there, cover him face like thief. Cover him face. Come beat him, carry him, go. You beat him, beat the guy. Eat my mama. Like, I don't understand. Waiting on our agenda.
So, as many Nigerians are still waiting for GT Bank to release their own official statement or maybe to clarify what really happened, but then a lot of Nigerians are currently withdrawing their money from GT Bank. In fact, people are currently boycotting GT Bank, stating that GT Bank is done for Nigerians. Because if not, why will you hand over your customer that came to make a complaint to the authority for no reason? I don't understand. But the question right now is that will GT Bank ever survive this in Nigeria? That is a bigger question to ask. Bigger names in Nigeria are not left behind. A lot of people are currently...
Okay, for sake of time, I just hope, let's just stop the video there. I hope people, please, let's do a mass exodus from GT Bank. That's where I bank. I have to end it. Let's do that in reaction to this, what they did. Okay, so before you choke mouth, 2 questions where I want to ask you, may you add and join now. Why are these agencies, why do they put themselves to be used as a tool for the evildoers, the evil politicians? Number 1. Number 2, the talk where we they talk, they know they feel them. Don't they hear us? Are they not ashamed of themselves at this present day and time? They are still using Gestapo style to take people away. You want to arrest me, there is no warrant. Now, after they don't beat and traumatize him, mama traumatize them, then they call the show warrant saying as by stalking. Okay, so please, chook mouth. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. There's a lot of questions that are packed up here.
Yeah.
And first of all, the first question was about this arrest, the use of state apparatus. That's the first question. And the second one was destruction of people's houses. You see, actually, I came here today to. There's a topic that I
just want you to deal with this one then before we talk about Edo Monday.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I came here today. I didn't know that. This is the first time I'm watching this video. I've never seen it. Yeah, actually, because of logistical issues. I actually wanted to talk about the road to nowhere. So I never knew that such has happened.
Oh, it has. They shut down the voices.
Okay. So I had at the back of my mind that I want to discuss about the road to nowhere. I know some time ago I spoke about Emperor Pierre Jean Bedel Bokassa in Central African Republic, and I also made mention of Saddam Hussein of Iraq. When you look at the direction Nigeria is going now, and for those of us who has taken time to look at some of these government like that of Saddam Hussein, he had a son that was called Hundein. He had a son called Hundein. That Hundein had a death squad that he used. Yes, Hundein had a death squad in Iraq. So that death squad was used against dissent, any form of dissent. So that was how Saddam Hussein was able to hold onto power. He held the grip of power so tight.
That's what they want to use the Tinubu Sheyi for now.
Exactly. So Hundein was the son of Saddam Hussein that was a willing tool to be used by his father to commit all atrocities. Let us go back to Libya. When Muammar Gaddafi, when he was taken away from power, or when he was, whatever happened to him in Libya. If you remember, one of Saddam Hussein's sons had a building in waterfront in Toronto, Canada, that the Canadian government confiscated. If you remember.
Yeah, because of the atrocities.
Yeah, not just the atrocities of his father, but because of what his contribution towards the grip of power and the way human rights were being violated in Libya as at the time grew up. Yes. So you see, what President Tinubu has done is that he has carefully studied some of these kind of people who don't have respect for human being. So he has taken time to study all of them. He has begun to learn how they had grip on power. That is exactly what he is doing. Remember, few days before this time, we saw the NANS, the president of National Nigeria Association of Student Union, something like that.
I had the video there. Yeah.
Okay. How that he was beaten and all that. So the question that we Nigerians should begin to ask ourselves, from Ahmadu Bello, from Sadana of Sokoto till today, all the president, premier, prime minister, and all that, they've all had children. They've all had male children. What role had any of these have they played in politicking in Nigeria? Zero, none. Today, we are beginning to have another Hundein in Nigeria in the era of Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes.
So, when you look at Nigeria today, Nigeria is, I mean, I don't understand where we are going. That's why I said the road to nowhere. There are so many laws, but these laws are not obeyed.
Nope.
The laws nothing works in Nigeria anymore. I hope we don't get to the extent where human being will be decapitated in the daylight in Nigeria. I hope we don't get to
where are we now, sir? They arrest you in Gestapo style, put a veil over you as if you are a bandit or a kidnapper. Somebody who commits mayhem. What is the offense?
Yes, even if someone is a bandit, the ideal thing to do is that even when you capture, when nations are at war, when people are captured, what happens? You see, there's still rules of engagement. There's what we call rules of engagement. At war, there are rules of engagement. So you still have to follow those rules. So here today in Nigeria, there are no rules of engagement. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nobody obeys the law. Everybody is an emperor to himself. The president is an emperor in Nigeria.
The
governors are emperor. People are defecting. They are not. I mean, the judiciary is useless. I'm sorry to use the word. The judiciary.
Let me find a word that is worse than useless, sir. Sorry, sir.
So today, it's just a free for all. People just. I saw a photograph of a young man. Probably in my own opinion, that young man might not be more than about 14. In Haiti, he had a gun. So I just prayed to God that we don't degenerate to that point of 80 before someone will come and pick up the pieces. So we are seeing Nigeria is being driven to the road to Afghanistan, driven to the road to Afghanistan, Syria, and all these other countries that don't have rule of law and they don't have any rule of engagement.
The rule of law.
Sheikh Tinubu does not occupy any position of law to the Nigerian. When you look at Nigerian constitution, they don't even recognize. There's no actually office for the first lady. It's not really carved out like that. But yes, we accept that yes, they can perform some certain roles, humanitarian and all that. But in terms of an office being carved out, none. Not to talk of first son or first daughter. So we don't have such. So Sheikh Tinubu should have been acting like an ordinary Nigerian.
No, the guy sees himself as a general.
Yeah. Because this is the height of impunity.
That is it. I mean,
because this is the height of impunity. Look at you. There's another question you raised. The question was, why are these government apparatus or security agencies using themselves as a tool?
Why do they let them use them?
And that question, the answer to that is the country where money means everything.
Okay.
Where money means everything. Just give them money. If you give them
money rules the law.
Yes. There's no law. Money actually rules the law. So you give them money and they are ready to do anything. I look at, for example, there's a kidnapper. I don't know whether it's a kidnapper. Someone was, they committed a crime somewhere in Delta State. So the police in Delta State eventually found out that the person is in Benin City. Then they came to Benin City and said, okay, fine, we want to arrest this person. They first went and reported to New Benin. I think, is it New Benin or some police station in Benin City? Then after that, they went to the individual. Because about 70 million Naira was involved in it, they are trying to make sure that in Benin City, that is where the whole issue will be handled and adjudicated. No, that was not where this crime was committed. Because money is involved. Once money is involved, you give Nigerian police, EFCC. In fact, that is not the mandate of EFCC. And of all EFCC's prosecution, how many convictions have they actually gotten?
No.
In this program, I said something. I said, when you look at EFCC, anti-graft agencies, they were supposed to be domesticated because it was a UN idea, United Nations idea. They said, okay, go to your country and domesticate it. When you domesticate it as a federal agency, the states are supposed to have these agencies. But they were not properly done in Nigeria.
As we stand right now, they are the most corrupt agencies.
Yes, I am of the opinion that EFCC should be scrapped.
They are useless.
Should be scrapped.
They are useless.
They have no use to Nigerians. So, in other words, in to answer the question in very short form, Tinubu does not have any role to play in the administration, any kind of administration in Nigeria, any form of administration. I mean, if he's a businessman, I understand that he's a businessman, but he should stay away from government.
Okay.
He has no business in government. Okay. Therefore, he shouldn't be anywhere seen around government, or he should not be seen around power. And all these security agencies, to answer your last question, are they ashamed? The answer is no.
No.
Is where the next meal comes from. So wherever the next meal comes from, so wherever the next meal comes from, if you tell them to go and kill their parents, they will be glad. They will be glad to do so. They'll say, "Oh, I killed my papa. May I carry my mama join her?" That's what they will ask. Yeah. So
thank you, sir. Eric, I see you. Eric said, Tinubu is occupying office of the son of the president. Because Maga no Bamana with the office in Nome, always son of the president. Okay, very good. So video. Antonio Ajibola said to say that Nigeria judiciary is useless is to state the obvious fact. I beg, which word is worse than useless? I don't even know. So I want to use what is worse off than this word useless, because judiciary, you just buy it. You have your money, go and buy judgment. People that ancestors brought, now they bought it. So you just carry money down, you pay them in dollars. So they go give you the judgment. We just twist because money don't twist them. Thank you, sir. We want to go on a quick break, and when we come, we go on the other segment. Thank you. Welcome back, my people. So the other segment we have today, we've already talked about VDM, and to also just to add to that VDM's arrest is because he mentioned, because now they are saying cyberbully. He mentioned the 72.1 billion, sir. Yesterday, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I did one short video like that. What did I say in my video? They brought out these people go on to borrow money. Tinubu's cabinet and administration is about borrowing. In fact, make una head on ourselves or make them not come borrow us. They borrow. But the borrowed money, we don't see it. We only hear it being announced. Trillion, billion, million. So they disbursed 100 billion, as in billion for student loan right now as we speak, because now Tinubu is into this very business right now. They said 72.1 billion has been diverted. That was what VDM said online, which they are now saying cyber stalking. So 72.1 billion America no la. They borrow in our name and then they use the money for themselves. They keep borrowing. So all the money where they say that they borrow, we are going to be paying back those money, but we did not enjoy those lages. So I just want to let you guys know. So to move on, thank you, Eric. You say Nigeria judiciary, there's still good judges in Nigeria. Wama, Eric, make you go bring your brother. I don't know where they're for good. Anointed baby, where they are doing all that to cage the people so that other Nigerians that are thinking of following VDM steps would withdraw. Yes, they want to shut down the voices of dissent. This is what they are interested in. Even what I know, so that people like me where him mouth wide, we know if he talk again, we can't fear say they don't arrest VDM, but me, I don't enter house, so me, they don't come arrest me. People like Ogbe, you can say me, I can't free talk, or Mary, mama, not go carry my word, come out. You see, so this is what they want. They want to cause fear for the people, the population, the populace. They want to cause fear for the populace so that we don't talk. Why they just keep carrying out evil, mayhem. You shut up, not talk. Let's keep going. So the other segment, sir. Okpebholo has embarked on jungle justice. I have treated this case, but not with you. So my people would like to hear it from you too. He's going around like a madman in the market square, destroying people's houses, destroying their only source of shelter, in the name of then do court for there. Then talk about death for there. They keep us in there. Then enemy there. So we, the Edolites, see this as very wrong. That Monday Okpebholo has taken the role of a judge, the prosecutor, the judge, the accuser, the enemy, the defendant, the petitioner, the enemy, the police, the lawyer, by himself. So he is arrogating to himself so much power that we do not understand. Oga, help us chook mouth. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much again, and thank you, viewers. I understand one of our viewers just mentioned the cyberbullying law. Let us all of us remember that the cyberbullying law is the Decree 24 of the Abacha regime. And that Decree 24 is just about don't speak. You don't have the right to speak. You cannot say anything. Like they always say, oh, whatever you say will be used against you in the court of law. At least in that case, in the court of law. But these people don't have any court. They will go out there and do whatever they are the judiciary, they are the executive, they are the legislative, they are everything in one. So that cyberbullying law, it is time for it to be revisited. It is time for it to be revisited. Because the way this particular administration, that cyberbullying law has been there for a long time. Even in the era of Buhari did not go to this extent to use that cyberbullying law. So therefore, I mean, in fact, all this, whatever we say here today, it might make no sense until Tinubu is out of office by people, everybody joining hands together to vote him out of office.
Him out.
But if we are waiting for a reform under this government, let us not waste our energy, time, and resources. But
so there's no hope. They're not going to sign that reform.
I don't think so. I don't. They may surprise me, but I don't see any good reform coming when Tinubu is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I don't see anything happening. Do you know that the National Executive Council meeting that was held recently, the state policing was again postponed? This is the third time that they are postponing the issue of state policing. A country with more than 200 million people,
yes,
they are having less than 1 million police officers.
And out of that 1 million, sir, private police officers,
so in some cases it's even more than 10. There are so many people in our, I'm just where I know, there are so many people in our Benin city. They have police barracks in their houses. The officers, they come there to resume duty. That's where they change their uniform and all that. Then when job is done, they leave their uniform over there and go back home. So if we have such in Benin City, we are going to have such individuals across the entire country. So out of those 1 million police officers, then how many are actually there for the purpose of security? So the idea that the National Executive Council postponing the issue of state policing, it speaks volumes. We are not ready. We are not ready. We know what is happening in Nigeria, but we don't want to take care of it.
Okay, but we are all sinking though.
Yes, everyone is thinking.
Everyone is involved now.
So let's go to the issue of Okpebholo destroying houses and all that. Again, where no man the people that came to Edo State and rigged the election and gave it to Monday Okpebholo, he wants to please those people. Of what use is MC Oluomo? Of what use? Why I don't understand why MC Oluomo decided to come to Benin City shortly after Okpebholo took office. Because yeah, so I think that they probably most likely he came to Benin City to teach them that this is how to do it.
This is what Baba needs.
Yes. So now we had this I don't know the name of the people they went over there to go and destroy a house in Benin City.
They've destroyed one man's house that we treated extensively, the man that reported his son. They've destroyed another Aye headquarter, HQ. They've destroyed that one, they've destroyed another. And now HQ said they are going to sue him because you can't substantiate your claim. And even if, what has the building got to do with the crime?
Okay, let me go back again. First of all, I remember in this program, I said that this law that they have made, this anti-courtism law that they have made, the law it's been there for a very long time. In the time of Obaseki, it was there. In the time of Oshomole,
to destroy properties?
In the time of Oshomole, yes, he said to destroy properties. In the time of Obaseki, they played with it a little bit, and this time around they said to destroy properties again. But however, this is how laws are made. When laws are made, the legislators, they are in charge of making our laws across board. So when these laws are made, the governor assents to it. Actually, it is a bill until it is assented to. Once it is assented to, it becomes a law. So these laws are made. What happens next? If someone contravenes this law, what you need to do is get these people and send them to court.
Okay.
So it is the court that now says, oh, this individual is guilty of this offense or not guilty. So there is absolutely no way an individual, maybe it was an executive bill, I don't know. Maybe you made an executive bill, you sent it to the House of Assembly. The House of Assembly, they tinkered with it and made it into a bill. You signed it into law. Fine and good. Then you have the judiciary that we interpret. Just like you and I, we had this notion that our constitution says for you to be the president of Nigeria, you need to have 2/3 and Abuja.
And
Abuja. Then when Bola Ahmed Tinubu didn't win Abuja, it was taken to court, and our court, in their own wisdom, that's their own wisdom, now decided to say, oh, Abuja is not a different territory, should not be treated differently according to them. Therefore, they took the status of Abuja away from them. Yeah. I was expected in that case that after Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the president of Nigeria, I was thinking that the people of Abuja will go to court and say, okay, fine. You want to treat us with the other states. Now we want our own governor. We want our own.
Now they have no governor.
Yes.
Yes, you say it's not an and.
Yes. So we want our own governor. We want our own state legislator. We want everything that is accorded to every state. So, but unfortunately, in Nigeria, anything can happen. So here, Okpebholo and his people should have allowed the judiciary. So you have evidence against an individual that there was cultism-related activities in such an environment or in such a house. You take it to court.
Okay.
So without taking it to court, then you see, in law, there's this word that they say nemo iudes incasesua, which means you cannot be so you cannot be a judge in your own case. So there is a case, you are the one that is accusing someone. You are now the judge and sentencing that same individual that you want to destroy their houses. That is absolutely wrong. In a constitutional democracy, it is never done. It is an abomination. It is an abomination that a governor wakes up in the morning, then you just go out. You remember, even in the time of Buhari's first tenure, when he was the president of, when he was the head of state of Nigeria, those people who didn't do environmental sanitation, they were taken somewhere. The courts were still involved in it. He never just took people and they were just beating up people like that. So, I think Okpebholo, I said something that anybody that wins election in Nigeria, there is this school in Abuja. There's a school in Abuja
School of law?
No, it's not a school of law. It's for administration. They teach people administration there.
Okay.
So if I remember, I will let you know. So I am of the opinion that from the day you win election to the day you are sworn in, all local government chairman, everybody should go to the federal government, should be able to pay for it and let these people go to this school crash program so that when they come back out, they are ready to govern. Exactly. So exactly. So you don't just come out and begin to walk around the street like an agberu, like a tout, and say, okay, destroy here, they destroy. No, the governor. Let me not use Okpebholo. There is no governor that is a law unto himself. No. When you swear by the Constitution, you swear that you will uphold the law. You will uphold the law. And what law? The law that is in the Constitution. And again, all these governors should remember, governor and president, everybody should understand that they are custodian. But there's no way he can be an administrator of a state or a governor of a state without understanding the power that he has. He is not law unto the people. He is just the custodian of this law for the people, and there are ways that these laws are upheld. You can't wake up in the morning and say, oh, I think that okay, for example, look at the individual that committed this offense. Allegedly, he is insane. So if this individual is insane, tell me, how will his father be able to curtail him? Where are our social safety nets?
Okay.
APC came to power and came to power under the auspices of a progressive party for the people. Where is their progressivism?
Is in agberoism, is in destruction, stealing, and killing.
Exactly. So
agberoism.
I'm really worried that the judiciary has been relegated. The judiciary has no function. The only function that they have been given in this new dispensation is go there and pronounce that John is the winner of this election. Other than that, they don't do anything anymore.
That's it.
That's my give on that of Okpebholo. Let us not accept that this is how to govern. This is not how to govern. If there is issue of cultism, or if anyone, it just like I saw some time ago, they had the asset recovery, and someone they were just going they just go on, they behave like touts. They just go on and take vehicle from someone. They take it from someone and they say, oh, that's how to do it. No, that's not how to do it. If Edo State government gave me a vehicle, it is logged. Go to court, tell me to return the vehicle. So you don't just go out there like they did to VDM. You say, okay, someone allegedly has done something. You don't give him a day in the court. Then that is tantamount to what do you call this? The army style.
That is the Agbero style of ruling,
Yeah.
and which they are possessing right now. Or somebody is asking a question, sir. I want you to just marry this question from Henry. Where, sir, Ogbe, is it not an abomination to destroy any structure in Benin as proclaimed by the Oba of Benin? Are all these houses not in Benin? Or a screen?
Okay. Thank you, my brother Henry. You see, the way when we got independence, the traditional rulers are there to be able to help us be the cost. They are supposed to be the custodian of our culture and tradition. In our Edo State, we are all the same. I don't know how to explain that. That's an abomination.
Yes, abomination.
That's how we call it. If you plant anything in the soil, it is an abomination for someone to go there and uproot it and take it away. No. When you build a house, it is an abomination for someone to go back there and remove those structures. It is an abomination. So in this modern era, I don't understand. Again, our culture has gone to sleep because of money. Our culture has gone to bed because of power.
Ego.
So power and money is what rules in Nigeria today. So if you have power and you have money, there's nothing you cannot do. That is why, the individual, according to that news, the individual that committed this crime is being transported from Lagos to Benin. Before that individual arrives in Benin City, that house was already destroyed.
Even if now court wants to go and see the
crime scene. The crime scene has been destroyed. You see how, I'm sorry to say, I said it from day one. This man they call the governor of Edo State, they call him Pakomizad. Look, I said he cannot be he's not qualified to be a headmaster of any school at all in Nigeria. In all this, where is our police? In all this, where is our police? Where is our police to secure the crime scene? Because to secure the crime scene so that when the time comes, when people are going to court, okay, fine. If this individual goes to court tomorrow, do they have any evidence? The state has no evidence.
No. That's why we are saying Monday is arrogating to himself so much. And you know, double into it. You are the judge.
Mama, let me say something to our viewers here. We are all from Edo. We love Edo State passionately. The only prayer we will begin to pray is that this man should not put Edo State in a big debt before he leaves. I don't know when he's going to leave, but he should not put Edo State in a big debt that someone else will start using Edo State taxpayers' money to be paying. I will give you an example. When Governor Benga Daniels was in Ogun State, and eventually all the things that he signed with foreign nationals, companies, and all that, the next governor that came in, they decided that they were not going to listen to it. But guess what? That's how President Bola Ahmed Tinubu plane was seized in France. So when our governor that doesn't know his left from his right, when he continues to behave in this manner, there will be a lot of court judgment because the wheel of justice, it grinds slowly. I had a cousin. Let me not use that of my cousin. When Oba Akinzua filed a lawsuit against the areas of Opoama as Benin land, not until the time of Oba Erediawa, the judgment was not released. So you see the timing.
Why the delay? Only my mama like it, or you go to court and you wait forever.
Yeah, that's why.
Why the delay?
Okay, let me give another example. The Morocco issue that happened some few years ago that led to one police officer saying that he will even shoot the governor of Lagos State. The issue of Morocco. It was in the time of Governor Raji Razak that case went to court. That's more than 30 years, about 38 years old, before eventually went to Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, no, this land belonged to the people of Morocco. And as at this time, there were houses, big houses, they had C of O and everything. So what Monday Okpebholo is doing today, we should pray that this man should not just take Edo State into that deep ocean floor.
They can imagine. Do you think we are safe? None of us. The house where you built for Bini, the tenant where you put, if he involves himself into anything, they will destroy it before you get back home. Whereas you have no bearing, you have nothing to do with whatever activities that they carried out.
Exactly. We have no clue.
This is our point. Yes. I go put tenant for us out. They follow and they waka.
No.
What are you doing? Who are you talking to? Because Monday is the governor. It does not. It does not happen anywhere. How can you be talking in a just the way I'm talking to our agencies right now, where aren't you ashamed? Any matter where here? Just like the Monday Okpebholo, aren't you ashamed of all this? You don't know. You don't want to know. And there are sycophants around him, hailing him in all these useless things that he does. Hey, Oga way they work for Easter Day. Oga way they waka go fire. If they waka. Hey, Abanakinai. What's it, Kodoni? Area ya rule. You don't know how. It is okay for you to go with people no on there. Wa mame. It is difficult to na with begbe nelede. It cannot mweri of the gbedi ogodo. No matter what you do, no matter how you decorate a pig, it's going back to the mud. Thank you, Dixon.
Yeah, I remember the school I was talking about is the School of Policy and Strategic Studies.
In Abuja?
No, it's in Kuru, near Jos.
Okay, I make a woman and a big woman. What is boy?
It's in Kuru. In the name of the town is Kuru. It's very close to Jos. So,
Jos. Okay.
Policy School of Policy and Strategic Studies. So these are where administrators are supposed to go and learn how to be a local government chairman, how to be a governor, how to be president, and many other things. If you really want to be involved in administration, then you go over there and you take some courses and all that. So this is the place where I am of the opinion that when all these people they win elections, don't just throw them into the job like that, because some of them don't know their left from their right. Okay. They don't even understand that oath they are swearing. The oath that Ibas, governor, the administrator, Ibas, that such oath is not known to our constitution. It is foreign. It is not known to.
Are we living in animal kingdom?
Yeah, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There is no such oath. Does not exist. Yeah, that's where we are. We are at the extreme low in administration in Nigeria. That's what it is.
Corruption can.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the offspring of corruption. This is what you get when you give power to idiots.
Yeah, that's exactly what you get. That's where we are. That's what we get now. And again, I want to use this opportunity to say one thing: that all the politicians in Nigeria, I would say almost all of them. I know I've not, except for a few. That SDP presidential candidate, Prince something, Adedayo, fine talking gentleman, Omoyele Sowore, is a radical, but I still see him as a good politician. Peter Obi, I still see him as a good politician. Other than that, I have not. There's this idea of North and South. I'm not buying into it, because look at where a southern president, look at what he has turned Nigeria into. This man made Buhari look like a saint.
Buhari time. When you will remember me, top to bottom. You will remember.
This man made Buhari look like a saint.
In the answer room.
Every platform that I go to, they said he has done some bold reforms. What bold reforms?
We don't feel it though. We don't feel it.
Reforms that made petrol to go from 200 naira
what is our
1,000 naira?
Zero.
And again, it is against the law and diabolical for the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to devalue our currency without telling Nigerians prior to doing it.
But see what we are going. See where we are now.
Man,
How much to buy salt and maggi where you want to put for soup? How much more the meat where you want to cook? See where we are now. Purchasing power is naming raised to the power of -0.000 billion. See where we are, sir.
Yeah. Let me say this to our viewers. I know there are some APC here, and I will be glad that they are here and they should be able to listen.
Oh, that's good. Let them take the news afar.
Yeah. So when you devalue, let us assume a man has 100 million naira on the day, on May 29th of 2023, the day Tinubu was sworn in. And that 100 million naira at that time, most likely, will be maybe about close to it was about 50. No, women. At that time it was like, say it was 500. So if it was 500, that 100 million at that time would be close to $200,000
for now.
For at that time. A man has 100 million. At that time, it was about $200,000. With that $200,000, this man can even go outside of Nigeria and do some investment and do so many things.
Exactly. Sir.
But this man came into power. He said bold policies. Now, the Naira, he devalued the Naira. The Naira automatically became 1,500 in some cases. So when you now divide 100 million, divide it by that 1,500, that individual will not have more than up to $75,000. So before Tinubu came in, you were rich up to the tune of $200,000. But when Tinubu came in, because of his bold policies, you became 75,000 naira rich. And within this, which means you just lost $125,000 because Tinubu came to power. So he made Nigerians poor. That is what I'm trying to say. He made Nigerians poor, and the purchasing power of the Naira went down. I hope I'm communicating.
You can't afford anything again. Only
exactly. So
but he said during his campaign, where he reduced the purchasing power.
Yes. So if, for those who really understand, I mean, I don't know if I'm communicating. So when your money, which is about $200,000, automatically now is $75,000. So that $75,000, you just, by just sitting at home and Tinubu was voted into power, you have lost $125,000. And this money now that you have, the purchasing power is nothing. It can't buy you anything. You just imagine those people who were earning 30,000 naira at minimum wage. The bag, as at that time, a bag of rice was 40,000 naira. So today, a bag of rice is over 100,000 naira, and the minimum wage is 70,000. And a lot of states are still not implementing it.
A lot of states are still paying 30.
So
I don't know how that works.
If APC government came and said they want power, they have gotten power for 10 years. So what are they doing with the power? Okay, let me let you go, come up with other things.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I just want to take some statements here. Wabokiao, if I haven't called your name, thank you for coming. I'm seeing my oldies here. Eric, I don't cite you since this your friend where you bring come for us. Eric should be arrested. Eric boy should be arrested because I ain't gonna bring more they come. Where seeing no my best friend. So we must arrest Eric today. Mona catch him. Anthony, he said APC stakeholders and supporters are confusing statement for reform. Bola Ahmed Tinubu simply made statement about subsidy removal. He never made any reform about the subsidy. Who said Daddy Anthony? Monday Okpebholo increase the wage by 5K. APC are happy. Government way they work. Government way one waka entire fire. Government way one for inside. Government way they work. Way they waka governor. Till now he's still wakaring. If they waka go school, they waka. I don't understand. Don't know if this man does not understand the meaning or the difference between campaign and real governance. I don't understand it. But Ebame don't beg anywhere. Oma we okay. He campaign gbera ne. Na gina mwe kodada o waka view boda ye keve. Time has passed. It's time for governance. It's time for real deal. There's a statement I want to bring to you that I saw. Okay, Henry is still worried about the land and the destruction. So now the law of the land say you cannot destroy any structure in the state without consequences. Do you agree, sir?
Unfortunately, our institutions, both our institutions, traditional institutions and our government institutions are all weak. Otherwise, there's what you call a water. A water. That's the sacrilege. Okpebholo has committed a sacrilege in the culture of the Edo people. Therefore, he should atone for it. That's on the cultural and traditional side of it. Then, on the other hand, when we go with law, I think if I were to give this man a free advice, he should approach the court and seek a redress, because the state will not have enough evidence to. I mean, I'm not a judge, not a lawyer, but I do know that if he approaches the court with good lawyers, as we all know, the case will be going on. Okpebholo will be out of office. He will win, and the Edo State will have to build for those houses. Not just any of these houses that they are just destroying. They will build for it. Because it might take time.
Guys, please help me to like the show, please. I beg you. My class prefect is begging. Someone put for the like. So, Mr. Okbe, that he's going to plummet Edo State into debt, because by the time the court now rules against him and his rules name Oda Omeyeke, who is going to be responsible for repaying these monies? Because headquarter HQ in way they must sue him, and there are others too not destroyed. Now he has marked Eternal Hotel for destruction, and that one has been on hold. Guys, am I wrong? I hope he hasn't destroyed it. It has been on hold. What is your advice to Mr. Oga Idwoyekeme Matthew?
I don't know. First of all, it will be. I don't think. I understand that there's no human being that is bigger than the government, but destroying Eternal Hotel will be his Achilles heel in Edo State.
I hope he doesn't, because that's a source of living for so many people, source of livelihood. So many people are employed there. They are paying their salaries. Manager, cook, cleaner, driver, they are paying salaries. So if he destroys it, those people now will be left there.
Apart from that, I understand what I mean by his Achilles heels.
Yes.
If he destroys that hotel. And I want to quickly go back and make example with OD and Zakibian. If you all remember, when our Nigerian army went to OD and Zakibian and destroyed so many things, guess what happened? They went to court. They won in the court. We're talking about billions of naira that the federal government of Nigeria will have to pay to the people of OD and Zakibian. If we Google, who's interested, Google it, you will find it out there that the Nigerian army, for one reason or the other, on different occasions, they went to OD, raised it down. They went to Zakibian, raised it down. Eventually, when those people went to court, they won billions and billions of naira. The federal government will have to pay.
Okay.
So we because whatever Monday Okpebholo is doing in Edo State, that's why I'm saying that it is a good thing to go to that school of policy and strategic studies to be, even if you can stay in your home, you can afford it, so that he knows what he's doing, so that he does not plunge Edo State into debt.
That is my advice. Our people here are saying that even if you give him 5 years for the school, so only Alohosa. Ima Ekbedio is here. I just want to say welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir. I think
you.
You have heard what we are discussing. If you have any contribution to make, that would be nice. But one thing first, Anointed Baby said Okpebholo is a friend to the palace. So right now, because he's a friend to their palace, that means all what he's doing now, destroying houses and all of that, have now been erased as a taboo. It's no longer a taboo. Emi ya free with you, Ima Ekbedion, sir.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, and we can hear you clearly.
Thank you. My brother Obokian, thank you so much. And I want to thank you for always holding the ground. Madam, again, thank you. I'm not sure how you did it. I saw you this morning and you were so full of enthusiastic. And you're here again. I didn't know you were good. I didn't think you were going to be able to make it, but I'm glad you did.
So, for the love of our people, we had to come.
Thank you for all you do. I don't know that I have much to say. I'm sure that Mr. Ogbe has already said what needs to be said. But I do have a problem with the demolition. I don't think proper procedure was followed.
Okay.
I don't condone cultism. I don't condone any crime at all, but I think in any government anywhere in the world there are rules and regulations, and there's three organs in any government. That's the of governance. That's the legislation, the judiciary, and the executive. So each of them have their distinct, very clearly stipulated in the Constitution. So one cannot cross over. So for the executive now to be the arbiters of the crime and to be the prosecutor, the executioner, and then the one that apportions the punishment. I mean, that to me is calling for a banana republic. We are not in a banana republic, and we are not in a military junta republic. So I think that common sense should prevail. I am not conversant with the recent policies that stipulated as regard to this courtesy that is going on in Edo State. I understand that before Obaseki left, there was one that was in place at that time. And when Okpebholo came in, credit to him, he did expand on it. So I don't want to sit here and deceive people to say that I'm conversant with what the law says regarding the courtesy, what the new law says. But I do know one thing for sure, that whatever the law says, what the governor should have done is have the police take charge, steal that crime, and do a thorough forensic evidence analysis to make sure that all the evidence are preserved. And they charge the people in question to the court and let the court decide what punishment to apportion to the person if the person is found guilty. So, but when you don't do that, and then you go there with the bulldozer and start bulldozing the whole place down, and everybody is clapping for you, I think that is taking the law into your hand. And I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just hoping that that person who the building has been destroyed. Now, if that person chooses to go to court, I can see a settlement coming, because it appears to me right now that the government doesn't have any evidence that they preserve where they cannot present the court if that person chooses to go to court. So I think this is a banana and a rascality decision that the government has taken. That is my opinion.
Where say sir? I'm banana decision. Crazy one. Domosa. So Ogagbe, the floor is yours to round up, sir. This is what we are paying. We've not said.
Thank you, my brother, Mr. Agbidio. I appreciate your line of thought as well. So I agree with him that whatever is happening today is tantamount to living in a banana republic. I want to cap it all by saying this. You see, this impunity, even in our traditional institution, it is not acceptable. I understand that everyone is looking for more power. In law, it says power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. People in Nigeria, I mean, our politicians, traditional rulers these days, are beginning to ask for more and more power. And once they get power, what happens? They become corrupt with the power. Corruption is not about taking money or taking bribe only. So corruption is more than that. So let me give an example. For those of us who read some little history way back then, we remember the Oni of Ife. He had the Oyomesi. They were made of 7 people. So when the king makes some decisions that doesn't augur that too well, or commits a sacrilege, they come and present that in that king with a calabash. And in the words of Professor Olatubosun, it means that the king should go and commit suicide. That's what that means. In the word of,
they do have the right to offer him that, to present to him the calabash.
Exactly. Once they do that, he knows the meaning. So that is to say, even in our traditional institutions, this absolute power was not just given like that. There were still checks and balances. Like my brother just mentioned, 3 arms of government. You have the executive, you have the legislators, and you have the judiciary. They are distinct. So it's only the judiciary, is only the Supreme Court that is a policy court, not any other court. The Supreme Court is a policy court because once they make a pronouncement, you don't have to take that pronouncement back to the House of Assembly, and now the governor, the executive, will have to assent to it and make it into law. No. So all this that we are seeing, this executive rascality and recklessness, should not be condoned in any way, shape, or form. Because what I'm seeing here is executive recklessness. You say someone, there were kidnappers in a place, they killed someone. That's a crime scene. The next day you ask that the place be demolished.
Yeah.
Who does that? In what country?
That is jungle justice.
Exactly. In this day and age, come on. So I think, to cap it all, even in our own Benin Empire in the days, there's Uzamani Hill. They were the checks. So in our traditional institutions in those days, there was no just this absolute power just given right away. It wasn't there. Yeah, even in those days when you go to Kane Bono Empire, my Idris Saloma and all those people. So there were always checks. Traditional rulers or traditional kings were never given absolute power.
Absolute power.
So the democracy this nascent democracy, the governor does not have absolute power. The president does not have the power to go out there and just sack someone and put a military administrator there. And so these things are unknown to democratic tenets and principles.
Okay. Thank
Wesley, thank you. If I just may I just add one little addendum?
Yes, sir.
Someone is calling me, but I'm going to decline that call. If I now imagine in Canada, I wrote a piece today, which is agenda to what you wrote, my brother, over on the forum that we belong to. And 2 days ago, I had the same argument with two people in our community here, and I make my standpoint. And the example I'm going to give is we're here in Ontario, Canada. Imagine Doug Ford has an intel about a crime or organized crime going on. And then the next morning, Doug Ford will just get up with his entourage and then go to the scene and then bring in a bulldozer and then with OPP and Toronto police and say, bulldoze it down, break it down. What do you think will be the fate of Doug Ford? What do you think the newspaper, the news media will say?
He has to leave that position.
Absolutely. That would be his demise. Immediately, it would be impeached. That is an impeachment offense.
Yes.
And he cannot stay overnight in that position. He will be forced out.
Yes.
So what is Nigeria practicing a different democracy that is different from what we have here? I don't know.
And they only practice the one that suits them, sir.
No, if it is here, they will go to the extent of saying that he was part of the crime. That's the reason why
he destroyed it so quickly.
Exactly. They will say he was part of it.
That's a crime scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the crime scene. Evidence.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's an impeachable offense that he committed.
Yeah. And then you have people who are here who are clapping, and you are here, and you see how the laws and the rules work. You see how the system works. You see how crime sites are being preserved. How forensic evidence are being gathered.
A picture with video. With forensic findings. Can we wake up?
Yeah, and I think some of the other argument is that people are saying, "Oh, what about Obaseki versus Kabaka?" Well, again, someone like me was very critical about Obaseki at the time. I did not appreciate the fact that Obaseki went ahead in court. Why the matter was in court? The matter was being litigated in court, but when the former governor went ahead and did what he did, I also came out and criticized it the same way I'm criticizing it now. Because at that time, I said that what he did was against the law, and he wasn't supposed to do that. He should have waited for the court to decide. He should have gone ahead of the court and did what he did. The same line I'm throwing here. So this is not about liking one person to the other. For me, it's about the rule of law and good governance. It doesn't matter who is there.
Yes. I also made a show, sir, a video, and I said, you see why that thing was so quick? Even till today, I do not, I'm not a party to destruction. The overzealous Philip Shaibu Ofone, aka Ofone, was, a very big thing to that destruction. He pushed for it. He couldn't wait because he wanted to punish Tony Kabaka personally. The overzealous Ofone Filishaibu was the person that was pushing so hard that they could not wait for the court process to
take its turn.
Yes. And that was wrong on Obaseki's part, because right now he's the one taking that blame. I remember Filishaibu, but we know that Filishaibu was behind that hurry. So whoever is in this thing, Nanami destruction, I do not see it as the right thing to do. Even if Tony built on, he encroached on government land, you still have to wait for the judicial process to take its course before anything. Don't be a judge in your own case. So there's a Latin word that Mr. Ogbe said, and I put it on the screen. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Henry, Palace, now we are because now it is okay for them. It is okay because a Monday away. We don't know if what will happen if somebody else does what he's just doing now. What should the palace response to? What should be the palace response to destruction, knowing that it is an abomination against the land? I can't on the ban. I think that would be a last question if anyone wants to take it before I put on the thing on the screen.
Like I said, I said our tradition, all institutions, they are weak. Today we don't really have all our institutions functioning the way they are supposed to function. Traditional institutions as well as our state institutions. We see what what they do. We see our EFCC is supposed to be an institution of government. There's a state captured.
Every institution has been captured.
Everything is captured, so nothing works anymore. So there's a lot of abomination. We the Edo people, there's a word that we always say, we are supposed to be a very distinct people. There are some certain things we don't do. We are cultured, but unfortunately, when you look at what is happening today around our environment and all that, you begin to wonder. That is, I'm still coming, and I hope, madam, that you will give me the opportunity to speak a little bit about this road to nowhere that I said I was going to talk about.
Okay. Oh, you have a topic. Okay. Yes. I was going to round up. Okay, then hurry up, sir.
Okay.
Let's use 5 minutes for that.
All right. This road to nowhere is when I saw the gale of defections in
PDP
in Delta State, vis-a-vis the defections in Edo State.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, Tinubu made a statement. He said, "This is our headquarters," and he was going to go from one local government to the other, sacking all PDP. I mean, that's his word, or his words. He said he was going to sack all PDP headquarters across the entire state. That's Tinubu. He made mention of that some time ago. And last week, or this week, we saw a state governor, a former vice president of a political party, saying that they have defected. Not just they have defected, they said they are defecting with all their structures. I've tried to marry. So I married that with what Tinubu was saying in Edo State. That tells you that APC, they are on a mission to nowhere. See, there could be motion. You are moving around, but you could be moving around in a circle, but actually you are not gaining mileage. So I think this tells us Nigerians that this is the direction that APC is heading towards. They've had power for about 10 years now. And what have they done with this power?
Nothing, sir.
It is rudderless, completely rudderless. So when you look at it today, the song of Idris Abdulkarim sums it up. Nigeria Jaga Jaga.
Mm-hmm.
Because today, our judiciary, they don't work. There is no country in the world, when Senator Bukatiwa was making a validatory statement, he said he has intervened on behalf of some of his member senators. And that's how they won some of their cases. That's a good example to show that the judiciary, long time, they have been compromised. That was Senator Bukatiwa. It's not me that is saying it. We saw that. So this APC government of today, is there any way they can really tell Nigerians that this is what we intend to do? And if there's something they really want to do, in 2 years, Edo where Ohere Anae Udino Menya.
Exactly, sir.
So 2 years, on 29th of this month, will be 2 years since this government came to power. All we are seeing is all the institutions have been destroyed. The lives of Nigerians have been destroyed. We don't see any. Someone should tell me something positive that this government has done for us. And way back in our state, This idea, oh, I must capture South. We don't even have, look at all the people that are defecting. I'm sorry, there are a whole lot of them. I understand they are occupying big positions and all that, but big position does not mean big mind. A lot of them, I use the word Lilliputians, mental dwarf. That's what a whole lot of them are.
Exactly.
When you look at Edo State today, the system that produced an Okpebholo as the governor of Edo State, that political party, that platform that gave him the opportunity to run as the governor of Edo State, that platform is faulty. There's something wrong with it. Another thing I'm saying is, do we really have political parties in Nigeria? The answer is no. We don't have.
No, sir, we don't have. And we don't even have opposition.
And it just came to my mind. I said, this idea of South, North, and no. If truly we want to take Nigeria to El Dorado, someone that can take Nigeria from this economic doldrum and political doldrums, that individual, it should be irrespective of what part of Nigeria that person comes from. It should not be about North or South or East or West. No. Let us begin to think about an individual who can really come and say, this country is ours. We don't have another country that we call ours. I've spent over 36 years abroad. It's time for me to go home. But do I really? I'm not saying it's time for me to go to the house. Do I really have a home to go to? I have a house, but I have a house, but
Mr. Ajibola, we are stuck.
So I want to yield the floor to my brother. I know he will analyze it, but
okay.
The road to nowhere.
It's a brick wall. It's a brick wall. We're just going on on a circle. Hey, give me power. At the end of the day, you are shitting on that power. You don't know what to do with it. You are power drunk. Tinubu is all Tinubu wanted was power. He's just making our lives go down. Our purchasing power is zero. Billion, zero to raise to the power of billion, zero. Mr. Agbogo, sir. Sonny Demi, I cite you, sir. Welcome, sir. Sonny Demi, why fire would on you, USA? You are going to round up and then we just you want to take the question on the screen, or is he contributing, or is he asking a question, or you want to add to what he said? Because
I will add to the depression issue. I think that what we have in Nigeria, the number one, number two, number three problem that we have in Nigeria is INEC.
Yes, number one, INEC.
Number two, number three, INEC. And I've said it and I'll say it again.
Judiciary is among two, sir.
But if INEC do their work, don't need to go to judiciary. That's why I say INEC. If INEC do what they are supposed to do, there will be no need to say, well, go to court. So understand. So that's for me. So, and I think until we reform, or Nigeria wake up and reform INEC from ground zero to bottom to top, nothing will change. The issue of people changing parties halfway, and when the political party has given you a platform to start up, and then you decide now you are there, you are in the pinnacle, and then you decide to defend, there should be a penalty. Because there is no penalty, this is why all these political men, who I would call boys, they are not men, they are boys in men suit. Because they don't have ball. Because if they had a ball, like someone said to me, perhaps the reason why Okowa is defecting is because of EFCC. But by the way, the people of Delta State did not send it here to go and defraud the state. say if you can't do the crime, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Don't do the crime.
So if you are now afraid to say, well, because of EFCC, you are defecting, then that means you are a baby, you are a boy, you are not a man, and you don't have a ball, right? And so that's the way I see that. I mean, I think that the political and INEC law needs to be reformed. And speaking of one person changing the trajectory of government or the landscape of a party, we also have it here. I'll give you an instance. Like my Ghana of Canada right now. Before he came in, Liberal was tracking 20%, 25% behind. So for me, I believe, like Obe, not just the political ideology, but I believe who is coming from the party, who is the party picking to lead that party. Because I have never belonged to any party in Nigeria. And the reason why I support Aswen is not that I'm supporting PDP. The person that I'm supporting is Aswen because of his antecedent. And the same thing happened here. When Trudeau left, the party was down. But when Magana came, because of his antecedent and because of his expertise,
my party lost.
Because of his expertise in banking and finances and management, and people look up to him and say, okay, this is the man that we think can be able to match the man on the side of the border, face to face, toe to toe. And this is the man that I think that people think that will be able to guarantee our job, to be able to ensure that the tariff that is woven over our head doesn't come to play. This is the man that we think that the man by the side of the border will be able to respect. And that is why overwhelmingly, before you know it, the vote turned and the percentage turned from 20% down to 20% above. And that's what happened last week. So again, it is clear from all indication, again, for me personally, it is the person, not the party. So we need to begin to look very insightful. Who are the people, who are the party bringing to represent the party in Nigeria before we start voting? We cannot just be voting for Dick and Harry because of party. It is not the party, it is the person first.
No,
that's my belief. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's go on a quick break and then we talk about that money thing before we go. My people, stay with us. Thank you. If you haven't liked or subscribed, this is the time now. Quickly. My area mama, we are shaking tables. Oh yeah, go and like. Hey, I see you there, my namesake. Dixon Demudiawa Mao. You dey shake table there. I don't already see you. Ogasa, una dey hear me so? Hello?
Live and
yes,
yes.
I can hear you.
Okay, live and direct. Yes, sir. So now here we did now. Oga Ima, take on the plea on the screen. Some people dey here wait, never see hear me. So make una use una voice, they talk for me.
Thank you, Mama, for bringing up this again. The marathon continues for the journey to ensure that justice is claimed in our state, and the only way to do that, is to be able to support Afro-Ime Ighodalo. I know that there are a lot of people who have seen this flyer before. And so the flyer is still here. The marathon continues. The crusade continues for us to be able to support him. I want to again appeal to everybody. And first of all, let me thank those that have given, those that have contributed, those that have shown willingness and pledge. So we thank everyone that has contributed. And people continue to contribute, and people continue to send receipt of their contribution. But however, we are still appealing and asking for more donations because we all know that from tribunal to Supreme Court, it's a humongous amount of money. And again, like I said last time, this is not because Afro-Ime Ighodalo /Oge cannot do it on their own, but this is one way for us to show love and for us to align ourselves with them, and for us to let them know that we are behind them and we are with them all the way to reclaim the mandate that was stolen. This mandate, per se, was not stolen from them, but it was stolen from us, the people. We, the people, gave that mandate to Offspring. And for whatever reason, it was stolen. So we need to be able to support him, to say, we are with you, and we want you to go and get our mandate back. But one way to get this mandate back is funds, requires funds, and it requires we to be behind it. So we are appealing again to say, please, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, hosts, wherever you are, we are appealing to you to please, the account is here. You have the dollar account and you have the Naira account. Please, we are asking you to donate. There's nothing is too small and nothing is too big. I want to again appeal and I thank the people that have given. If you have not given, this is your time. Let us put our money where our mouth is. And again, Area Mama, I thank you for what you are doing. Regarding this crusade, I cannot thank you enough. I know what you've done financially, your time and your effort. We pray that hopefully that one day when all this is done, when the justice settled, the cloud on the other side will be brighter and sunshine, and then we will have waiting to laugh. We can build our chest and say we were there at the trenches and we were part of the struggle to a good governance. Thank you.
Well said, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate. Waya ho adiksi de mudia. Well say why go shake tebuwa. Beg me Anuta. Sonny Demi. Let me take my last word from you. Owe Henry. Oh, if the judiciary know what they are doing with what Monday Okpebholo. No, this is the best time. We need our stolen mandate for Dr. Aswe as a governor of Edo State. Judiciary, because they don't feel what we feel. If they do, because we are suffering, we are crying, but they keep giving this weird skewed judgment. No man exists to make us even suffer more because it's where money meets everything. Yeah, money means everything. Nigeria. So OCS, Mr. Sonny, thank you so much. We have heard the plea from our brother. We keep coming. It's not to hurt you. It's not to do anything. So just make sure that you put your money where your mouth is. Wayawe say kakabo. Wayawe say. Thank you, Mr. Okbe. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, staying with us. Let us love Aswe before we go. Mr. Okbe, we're closing the comments now, and we want to love Aswe. Are you okay? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm here. I want to thank you for the opportunity you have given to us. I want to thank all our viewers. We appreciate all of you. And I understand that there are some few individuals that are still expressing that pessimism. They are not.
We have lost hope, but we just can't fold our hands.
They have lost hope, and they are thinking it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I want to tell you that don't worry. Go out there and donate. Like my brother, Mr. Agbedion, has mentioned, it is expensive to try to get our mandate back. But I want to say unequivocally that if you look at that judgment, I am not a lawyer, but I saw a whole lot of loopholes. Because of those loopholes that are in that judgment, that is why I am optimistic that we will surely get our mandate back. I looked at it, for example, in the areas where Aswe challenged. INEC is the first defendant. They said that it was challenged based on the fact that the non-serialization of electoral materials. And the judgment is saying there were no enough evidence. No. Party agents, political parties are not allowed to be in the area, in the rack centers. So I see a whole lot of opportunity where the judgment could be reversed. And I pray that the final reversal should be at the Supreme Court.
Okay.
I want to liken it to, this is what is going to happen. I want to liken it to a basketball. When you are leading with 1 point and it's about 2 or 3 seconds to go, and someone throws a 3-pointer from the other side. The ball is midway, and you hear the buzzer, and the ball went in. That's it. Everywhere will be quiet and silent. I think that is what is going to happen. It will be like an earthquake. And all these that we are seeing in Edo State today, destruction of houses unnecessarily, the idea of we have one governor. He is the legislator. He is the legislators. He is the judiciary. He is the executive governor. This immunity will be over. If you have, no matter how small it is, if you have 1 Naira, 10 Naira, just keep putting it in, and that's when we appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I appreciate all of you for putting your money where your mouth is.
And just so that people know, we don't have access to this account. None of us here have access to this account at all. Yeah. So don't be wary and don't be afraid. When you put this money in there, it goes in there until such a time when the people organizing it are now ready to wheel it over and say, Dr. Ighodalo, this is what your people, your lover, your Aswalite have for you. No one have access to the account. I don't know how much is there right now. I don't know what is there but please, we are encouraging you to please go and put in there to support the mandate to be returned to the rightful owner.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for staying with us. Thank you. Let's just love us way, and then we run off to our various assignments. Wawese. We'll continue to love us way.
If we not be men we sabi, we no go vote any other person. We no go vote. If we not be PDP, we no go vote any other party. We no go vote. That's why Ighodalo man we sabi. Your better of them all. Now him go lead us to the promised land. That's why Ighodalo for governor. Okay, na correct man we sabi. Deputy material 1 million yards. He go follow lead us to the promised land. With Aswa Ighodalo, he sure for us.
Forward ever you go. If I swear they we go prosper. Alagoda, we know they go back. I swear Ighodalo for governor. Forward ever you go. If I swear they we go prosper. Alagoda, we know they go back. I swear Ighodalo for governor.
Sure you go vote for PDP.
Oh yes.
PDP.
Oh yes.
Vote Ighodalo.
Oh yes.
For integrity.
Oh yes.
Business go better.
Oh yes.
Put food on table.
Oh yes.
He go better mama.
Oh yes.
He go better papa.
Oh yes.
He go better pikin.
Oh yes.
For better road.
Oh yes.
Forward
ever go. If I swear they we go prosper. Alagoda, we know they go back. I swear Ighodalo for governor.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much. Wawese kakabo, wawese. Hey, okay. Now let me come down here. Una well done. It's been a day. What a day to love my people. Una don't like. Una never like. Now area mama want go. May we not forget to. Say me not remember to like today. So I'll go press on now. Make una like. Make una not come out like this. We don't spend time. The only thing where you take show us love, tell me say you not love me, not to go like. So that when YouTube go say, I go say, this thing a good thing. People they like them. Then they'll come, they recognize my channel, they promote them for me. So what you do for me is to like and project it. So the like project, it does help me to project the channel into positive direction. Okay. Anna Maria Skin, mommy, my beautiful Edo pride. I thank you. Thank you, mommy. Thank you so much. Henry, why I always say I don't love Una. Sonny Demi, Ajibola, one of the universe. I mean, if you see another Ajibola, arrest them on the spot. One way I get counterfeit, that you or why the real Ajibola. Let's say Peter, don't make I love all of Una if I fit. Henry Dixie de Mudia, anointed baby, una wedo. Waya, the pride. Iga only fed onions, orons aye na here be orons, where the palace also destroy people's houses during Obaseki. Amarita, you know, say wetin suit them. Now be the law. Omana suit you, then they go show you pepper. If Anita say, Anna Maria asking mommy, I love you. I never anointed baby Verema. Waya wabu wawese. I beg, I never see copious, affluent copious. Wakamere mama tuo igwalehia because you kaware imagine you know all my very dedicated family members, because this one a family meeting. All my dedicated family members, they always look for them. They always shout una name. So I don't dey used to una name. Eric be like say you don't come up. Peter Redo Fetiasa. Una well done. Waya we say na wawa here. Ogele don't go. Waya we say kakabo. Waya we say. Just say mota too mona greet her for me. It be like say she go work. Because if she not dey work, she dey always dey here. You know, say working here, maybe no jail managing me na Billy. In do see go the sister here. Now so my pikin get malaria. Now so fever. School fees you. Now we go. You go burn your own. No, they go give you another wala for house. You know, if you say no, because the country don't go hard anyhow, it go over hard. If you're not sorry for your people, in fact, sometimes when I will send money, my people they ask me, why are you doing this? Don't they have their money with women? You they come. You're not quick up today. You're not quick up. I always say so. We go see body. I'll do video. For this VDM case, me I beg una want to make una they watch other news where they bring na. Emma, if I talk about outside the Edo State, una go just leave the news for me. If only me they watch myself. I wanted like her. Now let me now people go tell me say mama what you they do so good like you guys are just speaking up now on the comment section and then now that one go make me know say yes I'm doing something right. So when I post video about outside the Edo State, you know go just leave on for me make only me they look Emma video man they shake body putty yeah if I wrong una go still talk. If I right una talk or una go give una own suggestion wetin we supposed to do now to move forward. Me they like am una they give me suggestion. Only this brain no fit think of everything. Maybe yes a Monday so ma yeti wa o mi ya. Yeti o mi ya wa ya we say o any say we dey watch but bring more people. Me no say you dey watch I dey see you there. Ajibola number 1 yeah me award na amu na Ajibola Sunday dem me number 1 Henry number 1 na too much na too Anna Maria skin number 1 all of una no number 2 all of una na number 1 wa ma o wa ya we say o me mama go gba mesa won make una too go gba mesa won I will say we go see soon I promise I must come. Una no say I dey always come I be customer so una go see me for una backyard. Now that you God bless you.
Beautiful and glorious and you're the heart